Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Play it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that. But, boy, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season.
Hey, box drop.
On first down, Goff. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The full start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
Five.
Check 45.
From the gun, here's Goff. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. On the delay, it's Kelly. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the motion.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, first and goal. Offense back out now for first and goal after the successful fake. They'll run here with Henderson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 43. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The tackle there by Marquis Christian. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. 27 yards there, a first down. And that's the first connection, the #1 overall pick in 2015, finding the #7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd and 2, Winston nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 3rd down, Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd down, it's Henderson. He's got a 1st down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Well, Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the 3rd round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role. Three yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the 38, Goff. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Back to throw, Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this 1st half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Block 20. Hold on. Check. 45 to Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, Charlie.
45.
Super.
Mike, 45.
All day, baby. All day.
On 1st down, it's gone. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Looking for Woods that time. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense.
He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman, 5 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, it's Henderson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hey, Alpha!
Throwing on third, gone. And Woods has it complete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Hey, high 7.
Now gone. And that's complete to Cooks. The Rams passing game on point right now as they pick up another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's move. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Ric Flair. Here we go.
54. Mike 54.
Here's gone. He spots Henderson open left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Goff now Over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Out of the gun. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, 76! 76! 76!
Check, watch 54. Hey, Echo! I'll get him!
Goff now looking to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Go, 12, let's go.
45, Mike, 45.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
45.
Goff now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. William Golston just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Jameis to throw it. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They go back to the ground. This time, Barber. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Goff now looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Goff now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
180.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, 81 right there. He's sneaky. Check that guy.
Hey, 5.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Bend it. Bend it.
Super 1. Hey, exit.
Now it's gone. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. 25 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here?
Hey, orbit.
Goff on 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Jared Goff with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready,
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Jones. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And I think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Jones breaking from the contact. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. From the gun, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's what and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Hey, Zoo.
Check that. 45 the mic. 45 the mic.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Let's go, D. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Watch the pass.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long. It's gone. That's taken in by Henderson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, here's Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bucs, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.